morning, friends. This is the session of language, and one of the interesting facts that I am going to talk about in the conversational English is single word there can be used in several ways. THERE. See, there is used as a subject also, and it doesn't have its own verb. It depends upon the noun or pronoun that comes after it. So we cannot really restrict the use of there on any other principle of singularity and plurality. It can be used as singular as well as plural depending upon the subject, the noun that we are using after it. For example, look at the use of there in the simple present tense. There is a story behind this lesson. There is a story. Now there becomes singular because we are using a story, a singular noun. Similarly, there are many examples of goodness of this gentleman. There are many examples. So I'm using are because now the word, the adjective that I'm using, there are many examples. So the subject is many examples. Therefore, the verb is are. There are many examples. There are many children in this class. There are many children in this class. There are many boys in this class. There are many girls in this class. There are many examples of this story. There are many examples of this relation. There are several people who believe in God. There are several human beings who who are governed by the principle of honesty. There are a number of stories that teach us the lessons of honesty. So the word there doesn't have own subjectivity of singularity or plurality. For example, we can use there in any other tense also. Like there was a man long ago who lived in this city. There were men in the Harappan years who lived in the houses built especially of mud. So there were many children who studied in this school long ago. There was a king. See, depending upon whether you are using the noun next to that is singular or plural. There was a king. There were several ministers who ruled over our country very honestly. Similarly, we can use there can also. There can be one or more than one answers of this question. There will be, like in future tense, there will be several possibilities of visiting that historic place. There can be several possibilities of solving these issues. There would be several examples of bringing out a change in the society. There might be some changes in the society if we try to bring out a change. There will be certain improvement in your performance if you work hard. There there has been a change in the recent present because of the pandemic. There have been several changes due to the pandemic in the recent time. There have been lot of economic developments even when the pandemic affected the nation. There have been several examples of drastic changes in our economy even when we were affected by the pandemic. So you see how we are using in day-to-day conversation there. In this similar way, there are certain more examples that we can use in day-to-day conversation in a very in interesting way. Like so when we are talking about a questionnaire, like can there be can there be a way to meet this gentleman? Can we find any solution to this question? Will we be able to meet this gentleman? Would we be able to see this gentleman? Could we really find out a solution to this problem? could we discuss this matter in detail? Would you like to give your opinion on this issue? Should we really reach there? Like that. So there in conversation also we can use this way of, I mean, questionnaire in the, I mean, day-to-day conversation. Like we can say that, is it possible to find a way to this, I mean, place? Yes. Is it going to be a hectic schedule for you this morning? Are you are you really feeling uncomfortable with this project? Are you really dealing with this sort of problem? Are we really going to have a disappointment on this issue? Are we really going to face challenges in the future? Are we not going to be satisfied with our own efforts to solve this problem? Are we not going to get an answer to this question? Are we not going to get satisfied with the explanation given by the teacher? Like that. So these are the way, the technique of conversation. So I just told that there doesn't take the singularity or plurality of its own. It depends upon the noun that comes after it. Like, there is some water in this pot. There is plenty of water in this pot. There is plenty of water in this river. There is enough sense in this matter. So this is uncountable. But when you're using countable, there are many children. This is a countable noun. There are many children in this class. There are many people, I mean, known to you. There are several, I mean, issues related to this problem. So when you are using a countable noun after there, it will be used as a plural. And when you are using uncountable noun or a singular noun, then it will be used as a singular. It depends all upon the way you are using there. So that is how we can use day-to-day conversation in a minute way. Thank you. Have a nice day ahead.